This July 4th, come join patriots from all across the great land in eastern Pennsylvania for Freedompalooza, a 3-day festival of music and great speakers. Come party with the likes of former Congressman Jim Trafficant. Man, they railroaded that guy. Mark and Rose. Hey, I saw him in Freedom to Fascism. You want great rock? We got it. How about the most influential, hardest working band in the movement today? Poker Face. We got the camp out under the stars along the Delaware River, like our founding fathers did before the Battle of Trenton. What else are you gonna do on this 4th of July? Sit around with family members you hate? Listen to your fat uncle tell the same stories he tells every other year? No way, man. I'm going to Freedompalooza. Go to Freedompalooza.com for all the details. Freedompalooza.com.
By freedom of speech, Freedompalooza, 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 Freedompalooza. Now take a look around you. The people are screaming for freedom, for justice, for truth. Don't believe the lies of the mainstream media. Next year, right now, Freedompalooza, Freedompalooza, Freedompalooza. Here is where you will find truth and the righteousness that will save America. Don't believe the lies of the Antichrists. Freedompalooza, Freedompalooza, Freedompalooza. One more time. Freedompalooza. All right, the Eli James Band is happening. All right, thank you very much. Great jam, great improvisation. Thank you all. Enjoy your independence while you still have it.
Okay. Hey, give Eli James another hand, please. Come on, man. Great message. Great message, Eli. All right, up next. I've watched several of their videos, and I'm actually thrilled to finally meet them and have them up here on stage. Jim Rizoli of Massachusetts.
Thank you very much. Nice to be here, folks. I don't usually come to many of these events, and the reason why is because most of the events out there today don't tell the truth. So when you see the patriot movements and you see all these people out there that get together and talk and talk and talk, that's all they do is talk. But this is the only one I really see that the people, what they say is the truth. And you'll notice there's two topics that are talked about here that you never hear pretty much anywhere else in depth anyway, and that's immigration issues and how the Jews play into everything. You ever notice that? If you go to any patriot rally, you will never ever hear anybody talk about how the Jews might be involved in this and involved in that, or the immigration issues. What they try to do is they water them down. Just they don't really tell you like it is. But let me just tell you a quick story. and this happened actually yesterday. I live in Framingham, Massachusetts. Now, Framingham, Massachusetts, I live in the most liberal state, the most liberal town in the world, all right? And here I am in the middle of it. I mean, really, you're talking about a battlefield. I am in the battlefield of liberalism and everything that we people here are against. And there I am living there. Now, I know you people have been watching maybe the World Cup, all right? You've been seeing what's going on with the World Cup and the teams playing. Well, in Framingham, we have a huge population of Brazilians in Framingham, and they pretty much have taken over the town. All right, can you imagine? Here's my nice little town. Framingham is the largest town in the country, and the Brazilians run the town. Now, yesterday they won a game, and every time they win a game in Framingham, here's what happens. They bring in all the Brazilians from all the towns and all the states from all around that can get there, and they all diverge into my town. And you can imagine what that looks like. So what the police did, and this is really incredible because they actually did something positive, they blocked off every single street going downtown. So the Brazilians, what they do is they go down with their cars and they drive all around beeping the horns and this and that, and then they all converge on the Memorial Building, the main area downtown. So there they are, that's what they tried to do. Well, this time what they did was they stopped them from doing that. They blocked, I mean, can you picture, just look outside here and all your streets coming into this place here. Every single one of the streets had cop cars in front of them so the Brazilians couldn't drive down the streets. I felt like I was in Los Angeles and it was one of those movies, you couldn't get into the town that day. Some big huge oil spill or some disaster just happened in the town. But this is just to show you how bad things can get when towns just let things go. And that's what happened in my town. Now, my town is probably one of the worst, and it's happening all over the country because the towns themselves don't want to take stands on immigration issues. They don't want to tell these people, you can't work here. You can't live here because you're illegal, you're breaking the law. But this is what happens in my town. You see how it does, what happens? So anyway, I just thought I'd let you know that because I was coming down here, and I've never seen anything like that in my whole life, that a whole town is just blocked off because they don't want these people coming into the town to, just party and go crazy. And if they win the World Cup, okay, which I pray to God that it does not happen, but if they win the World Cup, what's going to happen is they're going to come down again, and it's going to be even worse than what happened yesterday. So we'll have to see what happens. Now, what am I noted for? Okay, why am I even here? Who am I? Well, basically what I do, I'm a cable producer. I produce cable shows in my town. I produce 4 cable shows. Now, you might say, big deal. Well, just think, everything that's said here is on my cable show. All right, now think about that. Nobody in this country, I don't think, is doing what I'm doing. All right, putting this information on the cable shows. All right, and this is why I'm trying, hopefully maybe I can just help, encourage some of you here who sit back and say, what can I do? Well, if you really want to do something, try to do something with your cable stations because you have a perfect right to put anything you want on those cable stations. So think about that. You have to join, and then you join the cable station, you produce the show. Again, it takes a little effort. You have to know a little bit about videotaping and this and that. But, if you really need help with it, I will be happy to help you, to show you how to do it. I'll even produce a show for you if you want me to do it for you. But the point is, here's the thing. The fact that I have those cable shows on the TV, in 2010, because of the instigation of the Jews, my town is a very highly run town by Jews. What happened was they took my cable shows off of the year. They took them off, okay? and there was all bogus reasons why they took the shows off, because obviously, you know, the things we're talking about here, they didn't want the poor children in the town to hear these things, and they didn't want anybody else to hear them. So they took my show. I had 2 shows at the time. All right, so they took my show off for a year. Well, you know what I did? The next year when I went back on, I came back with 4 cable shows. All right? I said, I'm going to fix your ass. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to pollute the whole place here. So now you're really going to have a problem with me. So my cable shows are on there now every single day. Every single day. You turn the station on, you'll see one of my cable shows on. All right? So this is what you have to do to these people. You can't let them get away with what they're getting away with. Now they're coming after me again. All right, just 2 weeks ago, I had to go before a board meeting, and they want to pull my show off again. And I'm going to have to deal with this crap again. All right, but it is what it is. But the thing what they don't know is, of course, they're going to know it because I'm going to put this on the cable show, that if they do take my show off the air, then I'm going to just go big time on the internet, which I have a presence there anyway, and it's even going to be worse for them. All right, what they don't realize now is me being on the cable show, I have to be a little reserved. All right, but now if you get me on the internet, this information here, I'll just blow them out of the water. That's how it works, and this is what you have to do. So basically, you know, I'm just trying to say to people out there, we have to stand up as individuals. Who the heck am I? You know, I'm nobody special. All right. But I just feel that these people can't get away with their censorship. And again, a lot of my shows deal with the Holocaust. Like, you know, brilliant people up here tonight talking about the Holocaust. Biggest scam that ever happened in the world. All right, it's the biggest scam. They're passing it off onto all the people out there, and they're just going along with the program. No one's ever questioning, hey, did this happen? Did 6 million Jews die? No one questions it. And that's why you have to really question it yourself. And if you don't get on board on that topic, I don't know what to tell you, because you have to understand that that is the main topic. It's a religious issue with the Jews, because it's not just something historical. You're dealing with a religious cult, the cult of the Holocaust. So any way you can, you have to blow it out of the water if you can expose it. And that's basically a lot of my shows now. They deal with the Holocaust, and all these things that they were talking about tonight, I talk about it on the show. So it's something I encourage you folks to do. Don't think that you can't do anything about it. You can. Small things, small videos. You know, YouTube and the internet really has been a godsend to me anyway, because it's the only way you can really get yourself out there and get your message out. There's no other way. I was involved in politics in my town. I ran for selectmen. I ran for state rep. You know something? I couldn't get appointed dog catcher in my town right now. All right, because of the fact that I'm doing the things I'm doing. But the thing is, if you people can in any way get involved with the political issues of your town and try to influence other people to understand some of the things that we're learning at, you know, these meetings here, that could be a big help. Because the more people that hear the message, the more they take it in, they tell somebody else, and all of a sudden you get, you know, 50 people, 100 people. You can actually take control of a town with 100 to 200 people with the same mindset. So why do we let the Jews take over the town with their mindset? Why can't we get in there with our mindset? Well, the reason is it's a hard thing to do because it's like committing suicide if you do take a stand on these issues. I'm just going to tell you right now, it's not a pleasant situation, because what happens is the way the Jews operate is this way, okay? They want to shipwreck you economically. If you have a job, let's say I was a teacher, all right, and I was doing my cable shows, guess what? I wouldn't be a teacher anymore, okay? If I was some, you know, highfalutin accountant or a lawyer in my town and I was putting these cable shows on, I wouldn't be a lawyer and accountant anymore, because they make sure they can destroy you economically. So you got to be cautious on how you do things if you do decide to go in that direction. So anyway, I'm just trying to help you out here. If you ever get a chance, you know, to get off on your own, try to get other people, if you know people that, can talk about these things, and you can actually get them to do it for you. That's even another positive way. So I'm not going to bore you with any more things. I just thought I'd bring those things up. My website online is, it's not that hard. It's CCFIILE. Okay, CCFIILE. And you'll see all the videos I put together dealing with immigration issues, dealing with the Holocaust issues. And if you want to find out about me on YouTube, you can just look up JJRIZO on YouTube, okay? JJRIZO. I have probably 600 videos. Interesting thing about my videos that go online is, especially when I deal with the Holocaust, I get notifications from YouTube telling me that my video has been banned in 17 countries. I mean, can you imagine? I'm trying to bring out historical evidence here, and it's banned in 17 countries. But anyway, JJ Rizzo on YouTube. You'll see most of my videos that I deal with on YouTube there, on that website, deal with Holocaust issues. And I really think that that's an important topic for you folks to understand, because when you really get back to that issue, that's when everything really started to go wrong with this country, is when that subject matter took over this country. Back actually in the 70s was when the Holocaust started to take root, okay, in regards to the presentation. All right, you didn't hear much about it before that, but back when the 70s started coming along, they started to produce these Holocaust videos, pro-Holocaust videos, to indoctrinate all the people to believe a certain way, that it happened this way and it happened that way. And look at, from 1970 all the way till now, look at all the people that have listened to this garbage, okay, Schindler's List and The Shower and all these crap movies, all right? And the people believe it, all right? So that's when it all started happening, back in the 70s all the way up. Now, obviously, they're putting even more out there. So keep that in mind. Really try to take note of that subject matter. Don't let anybody push you around. If you're in a conversation and someone's talking about, oh, we have this Holocaust survivor coming to the school this week, and they're going to talk to all the kids. Well, why don't you just say, well, what happened? I mean, what are they saying that's true? Is it really true what this person is saying? You're going to find out that the majority of the things that they're saying is not even true. It's embellished. They're mixing up accounts of things. It's really crazy. If you don't know the subject matter, you have to educate yourself so that you can at least talk about the subject matter. Well, anyway, folks, that's about it. That's all I want to say tonight. I want to thank you for being here. And it was a great meeting here. Nice to meet all the people here, some of the people I know from online. And hopefully we'll see you next year.
That was Jim Rizoli, guys. Check him out on Facebook, or on YouTube, I mean. He's got some great videos, man. I really encourage you to check out their videos.